Hi Tarot Rebels and welcome to today's pick a card reading. I am Michaela from Tarot Rebel and I'm super happy to see you joining us. Today I am going to see what you need to expect in the month to come, what's coming your way, what's preventing you from manifesting and fulfilling your dreams, and what do you need to hear to make things better. This is a timeless reading, Tarot Rebels, so take this time to choose your pile, your group, your I don't know, whatever calls to you. So group 1, we have this beautiful pyrite ring. This is fool's gold sometimes. I use it when I feel particularly unlucky in all aspects. Second group is this beautiful brown ring. I got it from a secondhand shop, and I know it doesn't look too good, but I just like it. And the third group is this beautiful Snowflake obsidian ring. It's a silver ring, so if that calls to you, just take that into consideration. So take your time and choose whatever group calls to you the most. If you need to pause the video, please do so and follow your intuition. Let it guide you to the message you need to hear the most. And of course, if you need to choose 2 groups or even 3 of them, if that's your what your intuition tells you, please do so without any second thoughts. You are free to do it, and once you've decided which group you're most drawn to, please go to the timestamps. They will be in the description box down below, also in the comment section as a pinned comment. And please remember that this is a pick a card reading, a general one for the collective, so it might not fully resonate with everyone. And if you want a personal reading, you can check my description box and below the video, and you can contact me using one of the methods listed there. Please take what resonates with you and discard anything that doesn't make sense to you. Hi group 1, thank you so much for joining. If you chose this beautiful pyrite ring, I hope you can see it. This message is for you. Let's see what I'm going to put this aside, and let's see what to expect in the month to come, what messages your angels, your spirit guides have, the universe, whatever you believe in, these are for you. Do remember that this is a timeless reading, so it doesn't really matter when you are listening to this message. If you're feeling drawn to this after 3 years after it's been published, take it with you, please. This message is for some of you, so it might not fully resonate with everyone. And please remember that this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, let's see, Tarot Rebels. I shuffled your cards, and let's see. Oops. Okay, this is your focus right now. I feel like some of you are mending, are trying to heal after something, are trying to gain back control in your life, because there maybe was a situation where you felt out of control, out of the loop, out of not in charge of what was happening. But let's see what you need to let go of. You have the Ace of Wands. So Strength card and the Ace of Wands both point at a fire sign, so think of Leo specifically because of the Strength card. But it also may mean that you aren't necessarily thinking of your well-being. You might think you are thinking of your own well-being, but with the Ace of Wands as the thing you cannot let go of, it tells me that you are a bit reluctant to let go of a life of feeling carefree and it's understandable. Having the amount of passion, having the amount of freedom that the Ace of Wands conveys so many times, having access to that inspiration, to that potential all the time, it might become addictive to some of us, right? And it's only fair. We all like the freedom, we all like the inspiration, we all like the passion, the creativity, the spark that is born with the Ace of Wands. But at the same time, it makes us feel like we don't have control. It makes us feel like we are maybe passengers in our lives, and we don't necessarily control the wheel when it comes to direction, right? So you have some trouble letting go of this perceived notion of freedom that you have created for yourself. But let's see what supports you in the month ahead. You have the Tower. So this need of letting go of this passion. All three cards are very, very fiery and very destructive in a way. Strength card can also be destructive if you look at it in a way that can be perceived like that. So if you think of the Strength card as courage and self-control and inner power, think of all the negative traits associated with that. I don't want to say a word that might be misconstrued, but think of people who lack the ability to start new things, people who lack the ability to live a balanced life, people who are not in touch with their emotions, and they perceive everything as very, very, very strongly and very destructive in a way with this Tower moment, right? So the month ahead is a message for you that you need to actually embrace that destruction and relinquish the control to and not expect you to be in charge all the time, right? Let's see what other opportunities you might have. You have, oh, I'm sorry, let me fix the light. Okay, I hope this works. No, sorry for that. I was just trying to make things better. What other opportunities you might have? You have this beautiful Nine of Cups, which to me spells some kind of emotional fulfillment. And I can see the progress here. I can really see it. This is what you want. You want to achieve this this very controlled, I don't want to say facade, but it might start like trying to make it seem like you have it all together, right? And you're struggling to let go this impulsive nature that you have, and the only way to do it is to embrace the destruction. And that's when you find peace and fulfillment within you, within your emotions. You're not dependent on outside forces the way you used to be, or inside whims the way you used to be. Okay, too many cards, but let me continue shuffling and let's see what challenges you might face. Group 1. Okay, the Moon. You might realize that not all that shines is gold, is glitter, or whatever saying works for you, because this Moon card is a reminder that the unknown is still part of our life. And it's funny because after you embrace the Tower, they go in succession, right? So we have the Tower, and then we have the Star, and then we have the Moon. With the Tower moment, embracing the unknown becomes actually a reality, and it will become for you as well. So this is what you need to expect. You need to expect that after this complete destruction, and it's funny, you start off so fiery, and then you end up with a lot of water in your reading, because the moon also is a celestial body that controls and inspires water signs. So at the end of the day, I would think this is an evolution on your part. So some of you might start having dreams. Some of you might start experiencing some spiritual downloads, or having deja vus, or and things like that. You'll see 333 everywhere, 111111 everywhere, and you'll think, oh, why does this thing keep happening to me? Because the universe is trying to tell you, hey, pay attention to this, because otherwise the tower moment will come. And once you open up your eyes, you'll realize how well you have it emotionally and spiritually, and in all aspects of your existence. Okay, let's try and use some oracle cards. Let's see. What do you need to pay attention to, group 1? Soulmates. Interesting. So you need to pay attention to soulmates if you want to overcome your challenges. So if you want to get past this this reveal, this meeting of the unknown, this illumination moment with the moon card, you need to trust that people in your life are there to support you, and you need to trust that they will not hide things from you, and they will be honest and supporting of your passage. Let's see, what do you need to pay attention to, group? Between worlds. Interesting, because right now it feels like you're between worlds. This is the fire world and this is the water world, right? And you need to pay attention to this if you want your dreams to come true. And what do I mean by that? I think you instinctively, because of the moon card, I think you know really well, or have a deep understanding of what's going to happen next, and you're kind of aware of it, but at the same time you cannot quite explain it. So sometimes when we experience things that cannot be necessarily explained, it becomes very difficult to assimilate them into our daily life. So it kind of feels like you have one shift, this primordial existence of yours with the fire cards, and then you're trying to shift yourself into this illuminated being that you are, and accept knowledge that's being transmitted to you. And it kind of, there is somewhat of a disconnect, and this is where the tower moment will help, because when you will experience that tower moment, there's nothing you can control, and there's nothing you can contribute to make it faster or better or easier on you. No, it's just gonna happen, and that's it. So when that tower moment happens, that's when you move from one world to the other, exactly like in this card, from a very gray, cloudy existence to a very rich and colorful existence, like this flamingo here. And again, the water, and the penguins are water, mostly animals, right? And it's very, very interesting, because the cards show the transition, and I think you know it with the moon card. I think you're very much aware of it, but you don't know how to explain it to yourself. So let's see, what else? What other advice do you have for group 1? The sun. Interesting. You have the moon and then the sun, and this is another step in your evolution after being confronted with the reality, with with this new concept of humanity that you will be experiencing, you will want to live that fully and not in the dark, right? Because the moon hides some things from us. There's always the dark side of the moon, right? And living in the sun, in daylight, means you're living truthfully to yourself and authentically yourself, right? And that's something you need to keep in mind. Once that evolution will reach the intended goal that your spirit guides have for you, that's when you will be living authentically. Let's see, what else? Anxiety. Well, that's absolutely normal to feel overwhelmed about this, because let's face it, going through this transformation will never be easy and will never become easier with time. It's just how we react to things and how we accept them and how we bring them to life in a way that's respectful and considerate of ourselves, of others, and of the spirit world, right? Let's see, what about your career, your love, and your finances? Let's see, group 1. Love, career, wow, and finances. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So in the love matters, there will be a decision, and I kind of think that with the anxiety card, the moon card, and the soulmates card here, the decision won't be to choose one person or the other, but more, do I trust this person to reveal myself, reveal my soul, and like stand in front of them as honest as possible and show them my true colors? I think that's what the decision will make. I would say that this will have a very positive outcome should you choose to trust this person, because I can feel their support, even though you're not necessarily thinking of them. They're not necessarily actively in your thoughts and feelings, but they are a very good support for you. In terms of your career, again with that Tower moment, I kind of feel like maybe it has to do with a work situation. This will be a very very powerful moment for you. You will experience great achievement, great success, but also an ending of a cycle in a way, because you might not rationalize this at this moment, but I think deep down inside, and this is why there's this imbalance between your fire side and your water side, between your passions and your emotions. I think you're kind of preempting this ending, this completion of the cycle, and this is why your emotions are all over the place, and this is why you're trying to regain some stability and some sense of control. In terms of money, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and honestly, I couldn't wish for any better card for you. This is a very abundant card. This is a card that reminds us that wealth is built through people, through our community, through helping others and giving in return to others from our time, our lives, our whatever our gifts are, is good to pay them back to someone else. And this is just a reminder of that. I'm going to pull one last card for you and close it off. Let's see, what's the last piece of advice you have for group 1, please? As I said, blessings, right? So the last piece of advice for you, group 1, Please remember that as much as you are blessed, you need to bless others with your time, your presence, your help, your advice, your ear, your money, your skills, whatever they are. You need to help others feel as blessed and as abundant as you feel from the perspective of a Queen of Pentacles, from the world perspective, from the sun, having it all together and going through this major transformation. I think it will be immensely beneficial for you to share that with the world. That's all I have for you, group 1. Thank you so much for joining, and please take whatever resonates with you and leave everything that doesn't, leave it behind. Please remember that this is a pick a card reading and it's a general one. So if it doesn't fully resonate, you can watch other videos, choose another pile, or even book a personal reading with me. Thank you so much, and I would love to see you in another video. Hi group 2, and thank you so much for joining. If you chose this beautiful brown ring, this message is for you. I'll put this aside for now, and let's see what to expect in the next month and what your angels, spirit guides, the universe has to say about the next month. This is a timeless reading, so regardless of when you watch it, this message will be valid. If it doesn't fully resonate with you, you can choose another pile or another video. And do remember that the messages are for some of you and not for all of you. Also, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, group 2. Wow. Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. That's your focus at the moment, right? So the Queen of Pentacles is always about generosity and about nurturing herself and others as well. Oh, sorry, that's the Three of Cups. Sorry for that. And the Three of Cups is always about nurturing the people around you, growing friendships, sharing emotions with your friends. I see you in a very, very balanced energy right now. Probably an earth sign, if I would guess, mostly Capricorn, but Virgo or Taurus can be as well. And I think you're going through a period in your life where your focus is mostly on yourself and your close network of family and friends. I think that's gorgeous. You want everyone to do well. You want everyone to, I don't know, to be successful and be happy and enjoy themselves. And I don't know where you are, but in this side of the world where I am right now, places are starting to open up. So of course people get the chance to meet their friends, their family more, go outside for a drink even, if that's possible. So maybe you're trying to connect with people you haven't seen since last year, and you're trying to go out for a coffee, a drink with them. Nothing wrong with that, right? Let's see what you need to let go of. You have the beautiful Queen of Wands, another queen. For some of you, this might be a fire sign, right? So think of Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But for others, this might mean that you need to let go of, there's no gentle way to put this, of cockiness, of thinking you're so amazing. It's okay to have confidence. It's okay to trust that you have the ability to pull off whatever you want to pull off, right? But it's one thing to be confident, and the other thing is to be obnoxious about it. And I think this is a kind reminder from the universe that you need to be less overbearing. Of course, if this doesn't apply to you, maybe this message isn't for you, but take it as it resonates. This is what I'm hearing right now. Let's see what supports you in the month ahead. Corroborating that need of taking care of that inner circle is is this need for a break, this need for a rest, right? This beautiful Four of Swords is a message of sanctuary. So if you're feeling a bit overburdened, overstretched, like things don't make sense anymore, this beautiful hair is here to remind us that we can take a break. We're allowed to take a rest. We're allowed to enjoy some time off, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Let's see what other opportunities you might have. Group 2. Oh, the Judgment card. Interesting. You might feel called to do something. I think this break, this moving on from this very flashy behavior of yours, and being more focused on your inner world, your inner being, your how healthy things are with your family and friends, I think it will awaken something within you. This will be the trigger maybe, or the message you were waiting for. Some of you might think one day, wake up and say, oh wow, this isn't how it should be. Maybe I should become, I don't know, a social worker, or maybe I should volunteer and work for kids. Maybe I should become a chef instead of a programmer, right? And I think this time where you are focusing on what makes you happy, and when you're focusing on what makes you tick in a very, very healthy way, this will trigger this awakening in you. And I honestly love the cards that you've been dealt so far. It's such a good feeling I'm having, and I hope you have to you have it too, because I'm at loss. Like there's nothing bad happening here. I hope I wasn't jinxing it. So the challenges you might face, you have the Lovers. So for some of you, this may be a potential connection with the most perfect partner you could ever think of, right? And potentially a Gemini. But for others, it might mean there's a fork in a road, and you need to make some choices, some really hard choices when it comes to your life and where you're going right now. Nothing wrong with that. Choices are good. I'm happy for you that you have them. I'm happy to see you're taking the choices and going with them. I really like this for you. But again, same as with group 1, there's such a nice progression here. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. Let's try and get some clarity from the Oracle cards, right? Let's see, what do you need to pay attention to, group 2? What do you need to pay attention to? Truth be told. Oh. So you need to pay attention to what others are telling you. And again, with the Judgment and the Lovers card and the Four of Swords here, there's a need of very efficient communication. There's a need of being aware of what you're saying and how it impacts others. So truth be told, you need to be aware of, first, how you transmit, how you say the things you want to say, and how do they end up sounding to the other person. And second of all, what other people are telling you, actually, because not all of it might be truthful or helpful. Some of it might be ill-intended, to say the least, right? So what do you need to pay attention to? Oops, I nearly bent my cards. Come to the edge. I love this card. I love this card. So if you want to make your dreams come true, you need to come to the edge. You need to take a choice, to make a choice, and make the riskier choice, I would say, because this is not a place where you need to play it safe. This is not, you've taken your time, you've nurtured yourself, you've nurtured your group of friends and family, and right now you need to step out of that comfort zone and embrace the unknown. Go for your inner calling. If you hear it right now while I'm talking to you, this is your message probably that you need to hear. You need to go for it, whatever that is. Maybe you want to switch majors, or maybe you want to go back to school, or maybe you want to quit and become a published author. It doesn't really matter. What it matters is that you are actually listening to your calling and choosing the next steps for you to achieve what you want to achieve, because this is your answer. You need to be aware of what's surrounding you and what's been painted to you, and you need to make that leap of faith in the end, right? Let's see, what else do you have for group 2? What else? Oops. Oh, you don't want to shuffle right now. Okay. Group 2, you've made such a mess out of my cards. Okay. There are 3 cards and I'm gonna take them all. You have the second chakra, you have the victory card, and you have the door to spirit. Second chakra is what makes us tick. What, oh, sorry, I just tried to fix the lighting, but didn't manage to do much. So the second chakra is the chakra of the second chakra is the sacral chakra. So it's related to your identity and your feelings of belonging, right? And you need to listen to them. You need to pay attention to what they're saying and what they're trying to say right now. Listen to your intuition, listen to your creativity, find it in you, who you are and who you want to be, because this is how you'll be victorious. I'm just looking at these 3 cards, the Judgment, the second chakra, and the victory card. They all kind of sent the same message to me, at least. They all speak about awakening. They all speak about that true calling, that inner calling that's trying to reach out to you and make you believe. And with the third card here, the door to spirit, this is another message that you need to listen to your intuition, or whatever you want to call it, your angels, your guides, your archangels, your spirits, whatever you call them, just listen to them, because they are trying to keep in touch with you and they are trying to help you, and you need to let them in. You need to open the door and let them in, because with their help you will be achieving this victory. You need to come to the edge. You need to let them in. You need to open the door for everything good that's coming into your life, because it's gonna come knocking soon. Okay, let's try and see what's happening in your love life. Oops, the 3 of Pentacles, hard work and collaboration. I think it's a period where you are being more pragmatic than anything else. You've done a lot of work, and I think you are aware of the fact that there's a lot of work ahead for you. So you're just bracing up for that and using the people in your life, and I'm not saying using in a bad way, but actually benefiting from the resources you have at hand to to be able to transcend into this energy of victory. Let's see, how's your career? You have the Two of Pentacles, trying to balance it out in this context. It's no small feat. You're trying to balance responsibilities from the inner world, this inner calling that you're feeling, this intuition that's been trying to communicate with you, and also trying to balance the material world where you're actually connected to your friends and you have like a solid network of people you can count on, and it's maybe not the time to break that balance with spirituality, but sometimes maybe this is the way. Let's see how your finances are. You have the Sun. That's a gorgeous card. Again, a card of victory. Again, a card of truthfulness. So please be aware that all the cards mean the same thing to you. You need to listen to that tiny voice that is trying to tell you that this is your time to shine, and you need to take that step. You need to take that leap of faith and try and go towards the victory as it's being presented to you. One last piece of advice, please, for group 2. Let's see. You have confidence, and it's a different type of confidence from that Queen of Wands. It's as I said, that was a bit of cockiness, not necessarily confidence, but the advice for you is that you need to trust the process. You need to trust that this is going to help you. This evolution is here to stay, is here to add to your character, is here to add to your development as a person, as a being, as a spiritual being, more than anything. So you need to trust this, that this is for your own benefit. I know that I've rambled a lot, and I'm really sorry, but it was a very euphoric reading for me, and I kind of gained your energy, and I'm going to keep it with me for now. Thank you so much for joining group 2. Please take what resonates with you, and do remember that this is always about your own power and how you decide you want things to go. And do remember that this is a general reading, so it might not fully resonate for everyone. And if it does, please leave a comment, message, anything that you think helps. Or if it doesn't, just pick another video, pick another pile, pick another reader, book a reading with me. Anything you think will help you. That's it for today, and I do hope to see you in another video. And thank you so much for joining me. If you chose this beautiful obsidian ring, snowflake obsidian, sorry, ring, this message is for you. Let's see what to expect in the next month. What are the messages from your angels, your guides, the universe, whatever you believe in. And do remember that this is a timeless reading, so it doesn't really matter when you're watching this. But also this is a general reading, so it might not fully resonate with your situation. Also, please remember this is a reading for entertainment purposes only. Okay, group 3. See what we have. First off, we have the Knight of Wands, and I swear this is one of my stalker cards. I'm not saying to shame any fire signs, but I've been feeling a bit fiery lately, and this is another reminder of that. So this is in your focus right now. With the Knight of Wands, you're looking for action, and don't take it the wrong way. You're looking for something to inspire you, to trigger you, to fuel that fire that burns within you, to give you the courage to go for what you want, right? And I think right now you're still at the stage where you're evolving, and I'm kind of getting the same feeling I got from group 1. So if you're a fire sign, think of Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Maybe worth checking that message, and I'm not even joking. The next card, what you need to let go of, is the King of Wands. Okay, so going from king to what? Going from someone who's wise and balanced and has vision and has charisma and has power. Why would you need to let go of? Maybe together the cards tell me that you need to let go of wanting control so bad, and actually embracing the unknown, embracing not really knowing what you're doing, not really having a plan, going aimlessly in a way, but with courage and initiative towards something. Maybe it's worth exploring that for a change. Let's see. What supports you in the month ahead? You have the Four of Swords. That's a beautiful card. Maybe this comes along with that need of relinquishing control, because once you let go of this this image, this perfect image of this King of Wands that you have for yourself, maybe it's easier to relax for a bit and not treat everything as super important and super serious, right? Maybe with you devolving in a way to a Knight of Wands, you can find inspiration again, you can find passion again, and you can find a bit of respite for yourself as well, right? Let's see what other opportunities you might have. Group 3. Six of Swords. Interesting. Again, a card of letting go. And again, I can connect it to the King of Wands. Letting go of control, letting go of the desire to be on top of things, the desire to dictate how things go. This will come after you decide, oh, okay, maybe it's time to live life more freely and take breaks and enjoy my time here and not necessarily make it a big deal, right? What challenges you might face? Group 3. Let's see what challenges you might face. The Five of Pentacles. Okay. So I know most people are super afraid of this card, and I'm here to tell you that this card isn't necessarily a bad thing. Listen to me. So this is a card of technically being abandoned, feeling like you have no one in the world. But at the same time, this is a challenge that you can look up to and say, wow, this is my time to shine. This is my time to prove myself. I am more than capable of surviving and even enjoying life on my own without any outside help. Maybe this is a time where you need to remind yourself that you're not actually alone. It's just other people have other priorities that are not you, and you need to deal with that on your own and in your own way. And there's no shame in that. There's no shame in saying I need help, and there's no shame in saying I cannot help you right now. That's perfectly fine. Maybe that's a lesson you need to learn now. Maybe you need to learn that, well, I don't need to have it all together to be able to move on and to be able to see new horizons in a different light. Maybe I just need to lie down for a bit and rest with the Four of Swords, and then I can transcend to something else, right? Maybe that's the message for you. Let's see what the Oracle has to say. What do you need to pay attention to, Group 3, if you want to overcome this challenge? Let's see. Observer. Okay, that's a really interesting card. So I like it because between the Knight and the King of Wands, there's always a light that shines from them. Maybe now is your time to observe things. Maybe now is the time to be vulnerable and see who's there for you. Maybe now is the time to be vulnerable and listen to other vulnerable people in your group of friends, because maybe you being blinded by your own pain and your own troubles, maybe that prevents you from reaching out to people who need your help right now. Maybe you can find joy and happiness in helping others rather than helping yourself. Maybe there's a very balanced way of achieving what you need to achieve through that generosity that you might be overlooking right now. Let's see. What do you need to pay attention to if you want your dreams to come true? I'm not gonna lie, sorry for that. Oops. This is the card I got. It's another 4 and the card is called Higher Power. You need to trust that there are forces at hand that we cannot control. And with this purple here, it takes me to the crown chakra. And so if you have the chance, just buy an amethyst, like this, and have it with you all the time. It might help you, I don't know, with your struggles, with finding new ideas of doing things. I don't know, maybe just pure inspiration, and you can achieve that by connecting to a higher power. Let's see, group 3, what else we have for you. This came up in the second group as well. So you have the Sun. And what else? Broken heart and walking away. Interesting. Trying to fit everything in one screen. So on one hand, you have the Sun, which is a very happy card, and then you have the broken heart, and then you have the walking away. So interesting, because I can connect the broken heart to the Knight of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. One of them is a very flirty, strong energy, but very immature, and then being left outside in the cold, I can see how that can produce a broken heart and can cause some heartache to you, group 3. And then the walking away with the 6 of Swords here. Very, very similar messages here. And with the Sun card, this tells me that you will find your own power within yourself. You don't need outside help to be happy. You can walk away should you choose to do so, but the real happiness is within you. It doesn't lie with someone else. It doesn't lie with a certain place or a certain situation. It will always be within you. Let's see how your love life is, group 3. So have the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. You don't see it right now because you're still heartbroken. You're still feeling a bit under the weather. You're still feeling like this transitional period hasn't ended, but there's something coming your way. A great hope with the 8 of Wands, very fast moving energy, and with the 10 of Pentacles, I can see that there's a lot of stability heading your way, especially when it comes to family matters. Again, you don't see it right now, but it will happen to you sooner than you expected. What I was saying earlier about generosity, about extending help to others in terms of your career, this is your advice for the month to come. Maybe reach out to people who are struggling at work and help them with their work, or offer help outside of work if that works for you. I've said work too many times, I'm sorry. And let's see, how are your finances? You have the Six of Cups. Interesting, in the context of finances, to have the Six of Cups, there's a lot of energy of caring attached to this card. So looking at the Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups combination here makes me think that you will find purpose in doing something meaningful, something that helps you and helps others as well. So maybe be on the lookout in the next couple of weeks to see, maybe you can join a volunteer program, or I don't know, a community program that you can help others through that. So be on the lookout for that. And one last piece of advice. Please remember that your contributions are always super important. Okay, the Truth card. In one form or another, all the groups had a message that was related to telling the truth. So I suspect that the period that's about to come, depending on when you watch this video, of course, lots of things will be uncovered, and lots of things will be presented to you in a new light. Not necessarily in a lie. You will discover lies or truths or hidden knowledge. No, it will be just a different perspective that will enable you to gain more information on a certain situation. So be aware of that, and also be aware that you need to repay that truth with your own truth, right? Okay, group 3, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. Please take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest behind. It was a pleasure to read for you. And please remember that this is a general reading, so if it doesn't fully resonate, you have other options as always. And I would love to hear it from you in the comment section down below. Sorry for that. And I would also love to see you in another video. Bye.